Untitled Tarot, and today I'll be doing a reading for Virgos. Okay, so this is for any placements of Virgo you have in a chart. If you do, great. If you don't, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. And if you are a cross-washer, I welcome you with open arms because someone knows I was a cross-washer for many a video myself, so yeah, you may value. Now, I use Radleigh Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck. I will also mention when it's time for you to utilize your own intuition. And with that being said, let's get into the cards. Yeah. So, the first set starts off with the Seven of Cups. Okay, and the Seven of Cups talks of being spoiled for choice. You have a lot to pick from, and this card specifically talks of make a decision and run with it. Make a decision and work with it. That's it. Right? Even if you might feel like it's a new project, it's a new way of doing things, with the Dreamer, which is the Fool in this deck, which talks of embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. Yep. Trust yourself. Trust yourself in the decision that you made, that it will lead you to something greater, right? It might not happen this moment, it might happen later on down the road, but it's definitely going to happen, right? Then you have the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess talks of trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. You can't make this up. Well, I mean, you can't plan this. You saw me shuffle this. Actually, no, you did not see me shuffle the deck. But I pulled all these cards, and if you've been with me for a while, you know how I shuffle my deck. So, yeah, this is basically saying, so pick something, okay, run with it with the Fool, with the Dreamer, and trust that, you know, your intuition is leading you down the right path. Right? Your intuition, your meditations, whatever you wish, right? Then you have the Awakening card. Now, the Awakening card, alright, is the Hanged Man in this deck. It talks of change the way you're looking at the situation. Embrace your uniqueness, the temporary pause in action. Yeah. Yep. Temporary pause in action. So, I feel like your intuition is letting you in on something, and you're like, I can't consciously compute. This does not compute with what I already know, so I need to go within to figure it out. To figure it out a little more. Right? And then you have the King of Autumn. Now, the King of Autumn, and I just use my intuition for that, so please be mindful. Then you have the King of Autumn, who is a compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted individual. Says, be assertive when it comes to what you know is right, everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. Yep, well, your intuition is most probably going to lead you down the right of who you want to work for. Yep. Then you have the Nine of Spring. Now, I feel what I'm getting is that now, who you want to work for is not going to be accepted by the people around you, at least not fully, which is fine, right? But it's ultimately your decision at the end of the day. So it says, protect the fruits of your labor. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. And in this card, she is being attacked by ladybugs, who are vicious plant eaters, by the way. Vicious. Ladybugs are very cute, but if you're a plant, you're up shit's creek without a paddle. Right, now for the second set, it starts with the Six of Winter, which talks of moving to calmer waters. Basically, because the Winter represents swords, which represents thoughts, concepts, things of that nature. And when we talk of the Six of Winter, it's just you being able to let go of the worry, the fear, all that stuff that held you back before. Okay, so that is awesome. Then you have the Six of Autumn. Now the Six of Autumn talks of the good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. This would be the Six of Pentacles. It would be that person who's sharing his wealth around. So that too is good. Now that you're in a better place with more financial means or material means, it will be time to find or become a mentor, to help others go through what you've been through, or to find someone who's been through what you've been through and to learn from them. Right? So that's what the Hermit talks of. Okay? Then you have the Queen of Summer. Now the Queen of Summer is a loving, comforting, emotional, and intuitive individual. It says, listen to your heart, intuitive insights you can trust. Taking care of others, perhaps too much. It's the intuitive insights you can trust, because this hermit, this mentor, is going to teach you some things that you need to look out for in regards to what it is you want to create. And with that, there is an element of intuition that is going to come into play because you've practiced doing the things that your mentor has told you to practice, right? And that will create a new ability, and that ability is going to allow you to tap into the Ace of Autumn. Now, the Ace of Autumn talks of a windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. When I guess it's advice, seeing as you're talking to a mentor from others. A very successful project, a happy change in your career, because you have the right indications to facilitate the change in your career, which is awesome. Yes. Now, the third step, okay, you have the Three of Spring. Now, the Three of Spring talks of plans that work out. Planning and steps of the night to long term. You have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction for a job well done. New mentor teaching you new things that will take some time to take place and take root and grow, okay, which is fine. Yep. So just saying plan and accept, because it is going to take some time. It is going to take some time. So while you're at it, plan and accept well. Okay. Then you have Unity. Now the Unity card talks of the Hierophant in this deck. It is Taurus energy. It says, do the right thing for the right reasons, compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. A spiritually minded community. Yeah. Yeah, man. Is what I got. Yeah. Now, the next card is the Ten of Winter. Now, the Ten of Winter, alright, talks of the resolution of the difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency, that which you can break free of. Prior to the Hermit, you are now able to break free of. Not only do you have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy, you also have Unity, which is Tauran energy, right? So you're having a mentor, and they're showing you things, and now you're like reevaluating, do I stick with the old, or do I take on this new bit of information? And that is what will allow in the resolution of this problem, right? Now, the next card is Balance. The balance in this deck is the equivalent of the Temperance in Tarot, alright? It says, take everyone's, which is Sagittarian energy, by the way, and it says, take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution, take your time, there's no need to rush, none whatsoever. Then you have the Nine of Autumn. Okay, and the Nine of Autumn talks of you reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Yep. Yeah. You're happy where you're at, And that's all that there is. Then you have the Four of Winter. Now, the Four of Winter is just basically saying, go within to figure out how you got to the Nine of Autumn. How did you get to being happily and successfully self-employed, right? How did you get to the point where you, what's the wording? Being happily and successfully, cherishing your time alone. Reward yourself for all your hard work. How'd you get to that point? You don't know, so you have to go within and figure it out with the Four of Winter, right? Which talks of going within and figuring out what you did right or wrong to do better, or even to do better or even better next time, right? Then you have the Lover's card, which is Gemini energy, and it talks of yes. I just noticed we have, I think, I'm not sure of it. We do have Justice in this set. But, what Aquarius in this set? Aquarius would be, which one is Aquarius? Anyway, the star. Well, we have the sun, which is a star. But in either way, okay, so you went within, you figured out what you wanted to do, and that's when you tapped into Gemini's energy, which is the Lover's card, which talks of true love that is long-lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. Loving it. Yeah. Yep. This is some heavy energy. Next card is the Two of Autumn. Now, the Two of Autumn talks of bring fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and an exceptional talent for multitasking. Yes, exceptional talent for multitasking. It is great. Yeah. You've been doing a lot, and you're doing it well, so that's a good sign. Yeah. Then you have the Two of Winter. Now, the Two of Winter talks of indecision is holding you back, making the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others, feeling trapped between the intellect and the mind. So, I mean, you love doing all this work, you want to do all this work, but you're like, intellectually, you're like, how am I going to pull this off? How am I going to do it? How? Like, for the longest time, right, this was me, but then now I'm starting to get a handle over how I'm going to make everything happen, how I'm going to do everything. It's going to take some time, because I love doing it all. I can't not do one thing. But I'm slowly but surely getting to it, which is the important bit. And I do have Virgo in my chart, so I feel this bit, some of this resonates with me, at least. Now you have the Eight of Spring. Now the Eight of Spring talks of stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. We have it. Yep. So, as much as you found the way to to be able to achieve everything in your day, it still might lead to a bit of stress. Whatever it is, once you've gone through this difficult passage of time with all the stress and all the things you're going to have to do, you are definitely going to be able to tap into the Justice card, which is Libra energy, which talks of take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. So, however you decide to make this work is going to be the right way for you. Now, I need some water. I am moving a ton of energy. My yawning is a good sign of that. Now, the next card is the Seven of Autumn. Now, the Seven of Autumn talks of have patience and don't worry. Take time to plan your next steps. Prudent investments of time and money. Yep. So this is what you're definitely attracting. You're definitely going to find a way to do everything in little quantities, but you'll be able to do it slowly but surely. You'll be able to manifest what it is that you want, like I mentioned with me. Right? So it says, have patience and don't worry. Take time to plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time and money. Because it will bring a manifestation of something later down the road, which is awesome. Next, you have the Ace of Summer. Now, the Ace of Summer, alright, talks of open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies. So while you do wait, I feel like you'll be working on something else, something that is important to do in your mind, which in my case would be my psychic abilities, my intuition, working on that, which is what I'm doing with this reading and every single other reading I do, by the way. Next, you have the Sun card. Now, the Sun card is Leo energy, and it talks of plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. Yep. Whatever it is that you're doing, you love it. You made this choice, and only because you love it are you actually because you love it is the reason why you considered taking some time to do it the right way. Because you foresee a 10 of Autumn in your future. Yep. And the 10 of Autumn talks of take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or other loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions. Yep. Long run, you see this spanning over generations, being able to create wealth for you so that you can enjoy not just your kids, but your grandkids as well, you know. Then you have the King of Spring, who is a very theatrical, inspiring, wise, and innovative individual. It says a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. Financial liberty, financial security, financial freedom is what you are getting with all of this, because you are planning your next steps for the night, to the long term. You are doing it, and doing it well. Yep. Then you have the Princess of Winter. Now, what did I say about with the Ace of Winter? There are you. Oh. Did we have the Ace of Winter here? Well, in any case, I feel like I talked about intuition, probably with the Princess. Yeah. But whatever it is, I have the recollection of talking of like intuitive epiphanies. Oh yes, that's what I was talking about. It taking time with the Seven of Autumn will like give you some free time on your hands, which is what you are planning to do. What you're planning to do with that free time is to strengthen your intuition, strengthen your sixth sense, and that is what you're working on, right? Because the Princess of Winter is an inquisitive, truthful, realistic, and undiplomatic individual. It says information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear. Speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or adult. Yes. Which is great. Yeah. Then you have the Princess of Spring. Now, the Princess of Spring, alright, talks of is an optimistic, enthusiastic, creative, and energetic individual. It says it's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. Yes. Right? So, I feel like the undiplomatic aspect of the Princess of Winter, alright, I feel like if you are being the Princess of Winter and you're being undiplomatic, I feel like you're like, well, you know what, I don't really want to perpetuate this in my reality, so I will create a more optimistic, enthusiastic, and creative individual, and I will find a way to creatively get rid of my undiplomatic manners. You know? Yeah. And then you have her brother. You have the Prince of Spring. Now, the Prince of Spring talks of charming, self-confident. Okay. The Prince of Spring is a charming, self-confident, passionate, and restless individual. It says immediate action, a challenge you can successfully manage, a passionate relationship. Yeah. So, you decided with the Princess of Winter and the Princess of Spring to become more communicative, and that is your challenge that you can successfully manage. So that is what you are doing. Then you have the King of Summer. Now, the King of Summer is an honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted individual. It says a romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in cultural or creative endeavors. Again, we're talking about creative endeavors. Yep. Being honorable, devoted to your cause. Being also warm-hearted, so being able to nurture yourself when you're feeling like you've been hitting a brick wall and you don't know where to go, because this might be a new cycle. If you've decided to become more like the Princess of Spring instead of staying in the Princess of Winter energy, it's going to take some effort. Especially if you've been undiplomatic your entire life, it's going to take time and effort. Okay? Then you have the Ace of Spring. Now, the Ace of Spring talks of it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. Yep. Yep. Knowing what you want to create, going after that and creating it. And as much as you know now how to be more diplomatic in your communication skills, I feel like because this is a job related to work, you won't be very emotional in how you communicate due to the King of Winter, who is a very knowledgeable, experienced, fair-minded, and unemotional individual. He says, this card says, get advice from someone professional and objective, public speaking, and unemotional relationship. Yep. And I feel like this King of Winter is going to suggest to you that you try to reach the Three of Autumn. Now, the Three of Autumn talks of follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you do, being compensated for your creative talent. Yes. So the King of Winter is going to suggest that another way for you to be more creative in this is that you start becoming more heart-centered, that you work at a job that you love to work at and that brings you a lot of emotional fulfillment. That is my intuition, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Alright? So, my gorgeous and fellow Virgos, that is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this and if you'd like me to go deeper into your specific situation, please contact me at the email in the box below, and it'll be my pleasure to assist. In that same box, you'll find a little description of this video and my price. Now, like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post new stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I adore comments. I read them all, and I don't answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, my gorgeous and fellow Virgos, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!